Hi, my yarny friends. My name is Crystal, and I'm on here today to share with you where I've been and some finished objects. So I'm just gonna first share with where I've been and what's been going on because it's been so long. If you're here just for the crochet content, you can fast forward until you see me hold up an amigurumi. I am gonna try not to edit this because I have tried to do these vlogs a few times and they've not worked out, and I just don't want to edit because it's been so long, and I just need to get this video out there and just start getting back into the swing of things of making videos because I was missing doing them, and then it had been so long. I feel broken, guys. I just feel like I've lost my fight, so I have been and was in a 5 week severe flare. Now normally I have 4 to 5 to 6 severe days, and I might get 1, 2, 3 okay days. I don't ever have good days. I'm always sick. I'm always suffering. I'm just talking in severity. And I know it's hard to believe that I'm as sick as I am because I don't look sick. But that's why it's called an invisible illness. And it's really hard for people where it's not visible to explain how really bad it truly is. And my number one worst thing, well, it used to be two. It would be fatigue and pain. And the pain is mostly controlled, not perfectly, but the best that it's ever going to be. I always will have pain in my life. But I'm lucky that I can take stronger pain meds. So it is, I'm not at the crazy strong ones, but I'm just saying that my pain's under control. My problem, mostly. Some days it's not. But anyway, my biggest problem is I have disabling fatigue, torturous fatigue. And so when I say go into a severe flare, it's a flare of my fatigue it's fatigue and sickly feeling. It's like you're being poisoned. I know that sounds weird for those of you that don't experience it, but it's like maybe the worst flu you've ever had, but add fatigue so bad that you're struggling just to make your lungs open and expand, and that you have to force yourself to get into the bathroom, and even that is too hard to do. So that's why I've been off here. It was unrelenting 5 week flare, unrelenting. There was no good days. And and then in the beginning, so I was in this flare, and I was in the flare when I did the Pokemon video, and that's why it took me like 9 tries to do that video. And I'm a one and done kind of a girl. I normally, I'm usually one and done. It is what it is. I laugh off mistakes, but that one, I just couldn't pull it off. Finally, I was able to pull it off. And it was just too many mistakes. You can't cut and splice enough. And so during that time, somewhere around that time, I have also been dealing with guilt, profound guilt. And so I already was on the edge where if I just had a little nudge, I could be pushed over the edge. And unfortunately, somebody said something that pushed me over the edge of guilt. And, I feel guilty that I don't comment back on on comments, or that I don't heart them, or that I haven't finished my Squares of Love cardigan, or maybe I'll forget somebody's name that gave me a beautiful gift, or whatever the reason. I deal with really, really bad guilt all by myself. That's why, like, on yarn that's gifted to me, I put people's name on it so I can help me remember, because I've forgotten some items who gave me what. And it's just because I'm suffering all the time. And I forget many, many, many other things. And so that's why I took my email address and my mailing address off of 250 vlogs, roughly 250 vlogs. It took me forever to do. And I did try to do a vlog explaining why I took them off. Not because I was quitting YouTube or anything like that, but because I can't handle being made feel guilty. You know, happy mail is supposed to be happy mail, and there's, you know, for somebody is sick, there shouldn't be any ties to it. And so I just decided that in my life, that I feel that you guys have saturated me with love. I've experienced a lot of happy mail, and so it was just, I can't handle guilt anymore, and I can't be sick and guilty. I just can't do it, guys. I'm barely like being sick, you know, and I don't have thick skin. So, and people say, toughen up, get thicker skin. I'm too sick. I'm too sick. It's been 4 years. If I haven't got thick skin now, I'm never going to get thick skin. And then I feel guilty that I can't email back, you know. I can't form the words. I can't think about it. It's all I can do to make these vlogs, and I'm hoping to comment more, you know, but I may not be able to. I want to. I desire to. I love your guys' comments. It will crush my spirit if you guys don't comment anymore. So, you know, that could make me not do YouTube anymore. But right now, I was off because I was so sick. And then, even though it doesn't look like it, I was in a severe, torturous flare. And the reason why I took my email and my mailing address off is I just can't deal with any guilt. I just want to have a relationship with you guys on YouTube. I'm just too sick to reach out in any other aspect or form. I do have, so this is why it's been hard for me to get back on here to explain this, because I feel guilty. And I don't want YouTube to be a source of guilt. I want it to be fun. I want it to be like, hey, guys, look at what I made. And so that's where I've been. That's why, you know, it's hard. It's hard to tell you this and know that somebody could be mean to me. And I'm not in a place that I can handle one mean person. I just can't handle it. And so, you know, and it's unfortunate when you put yourself out there and when you do more than just yarn content, when you're personal, when you're wanting more relational. That's what my channel is a relational channel. It's not just yarn content. It's I'm sick, I want friends, via the YouTube way. I'm not capable of having friends outside of it. So that's where I am. That's where I am. That's why it's been hard, even though I've been out of this flare, the massive severe flare. I'm still sick. It's not over. I'm still suffering every day, just not at a 9, you know? And so this is why I haven't been on here, guys. I feel broken. I want to be happy Crystal. I want to be cheery Crystal for you, but I can't always be that. I can't always be that. And I had a sweet friend who was like, her husband watches with her. And if you're watching, hello, husband. I find it so cool that you watch this with her. What an amazing person you are. I love that. And he calls me something Leapsalot, you know, and I find that cute and charming. And I want to be that person. And but I just feel broken. I just feel broken. And it's a fight to get back on here because it's been so long. Even though I've been on YouTube for 4 years, when you're off almost 4, I think in August I'm 4 years. When you've been off YouTube for this, for 5 weeks and you've suffered majorly for 5 weeks, it's just hard. And Then another thing, when I just was getting out of the flare, my husband was like, I think we might, he might have us move to Georgia. He said he would never move to Georgia, that he will never move from this home. We absolutely love this home. And but I just think it finally got to him. You know, it's hard to see somebody you love suffer a lot. And I do, you know, we live in 2,300 feet altitude. I have dysautonomia. My body, my autonomic nervous system struggles to regulate any variances. And like when I went to Portland, I actually did really well in Portland. When we went to Georgia, I typically do better in Georgia because we're not in altitude. But you know, moving's a big deal. We love this home. We love where we are. He does, you know, humidity in Georgia, humidity and bugs. But there's bugs here in the springtime. So anyway, we've been looking at homes and been debating moving to Georgia. So that's so if you notice my things are different, it's because I have a lot of stuff in here. It got out of control. And so the little bit of energy I had to clear up. I really miss my chronically crocheting pillow and stuff, but if we do move, we will know in a few weeks if that's something, because I'm going to go to Georgia. We will know in a few weeks if that's going to be a reality or not. And if it is, then all that stuff will have to wait for my new yarn room. And if it's not, then, you know, a couple things will have to go back because I'll miss them. But that's the only reason why it's cleaned up there. And my room's cleaned up. Hopefully I'll get a vlog of this yarn room before we move, if we move. So so that's taken up a lot of time, you know, and I mean, a lot of the effort, that any little bit of energy that I have has been used trying to clear up this home. I mean, pick it up, and it's just a long story, but it with me being so sick, and my husband's just not a cleaner or an organizer. He's not, you know, he just doesn't have that gift. He has a lot of other gifts, but organization and cleaning isn't one of them, and that's okay. I typically have that gift. It's just I'm chronically sick. So I'm going to, so that's been going on. I might have to splice this. Hold on a second. Well, phooey. I'm going to have to splice this together anyway. I was hoping not to have to do that, but sometimes our bodies just don't cooperate. One last little I try to be optimistic, and I am trying a new medication, and so far I've tried it before in the past, but it was in little plastic vials, and at first I thought it was my miracle drug pharmaceutical, and but it had a diuretic effect, and I have low blood pressure, and so that side effect is not okay. And I think it's because it's in plastic vials, and I'm really highly sensitive to things. So I've found out you can get it compounded, which is expensive, but I've now trialing it compounded in a way smaller dose. And so far, I think that it's working. It's a medicine for mast cell activation disorder, because I'm having more and more allergic, getting closer to anaphylactic episodes. I'm getting rashes and hives. Besides, I get really bad crashes in my blood pressure, struggle breathing, weakness, lightheadedness, dizziness, you know, just on and on and on and on. And so I'm hoping that maybe this will give me some life back, and maybe I can eat certain foods again that are higher histamines. Those are the ones that I typically react to. So if you could pray about this new medication, it's called, Mom, I don't want to have to put in a thing about medical. This isn't medical advice because we're all different. You know, most people probably wouldn't need this medication. So if you could pray that this medicine will continue. I do feel a little bit better on it, but I'm really struggling a bit with depression because of just being so sick for so long, and I'm kind of lost my crojo, and I'm forcing myself to crochet in hopes that and I'm picking up new stuff. Usually that helps. And so I'm just gonna get into crochet now. I've been on here, I don't know how long now. I don't know how long it's been. So let me show you some yarny goodness, because I need to share some yarny goodness. And I haven't shared any, you know, I haven't been on Facebook, I haven't been anywhere. I've just been too sick. So the first thing that I made, that I finished a long time ago, that I have, you know, like 5-6 weeks ago, that I didn't get to share, is, so you guys know my frog that I made, Prince Leapsalot. No, is it Leapsalot? I can't even remember my own pattern name. I think it's Sir Leapsalot. Yeah, for a leapfrog. So I wanted to make a girl version of him, and so I made a girl. So Princess Leapsalot. This was for a cowl that went on a while ago. I can't, the hashtag amigurumi mod. And so what I did was I used fabric, and I sewed it on with, I can't think of what this is called, guys. Embroidery floss. I used embroidery floss for a mouth. I wanted it to look like stitches. I didn't want to hide it. I used these, I had got these wood heart buttons at the Dollar Tree, and I actually used a marker to make it the color I wanted. I gave her eyelashes, and then on the back side, I used buttons instead of crocheted circles, and for the grass, I used fun fur. So I thought that grass looked fun. So I never got to share with you my girl version of my frog. So she was a lot of fun. I have many other ideas for the frog, but I put that down. Then a next item that I finished was, you remember the cats that I was working on for Eleni and Elijah? The boy one was done except for the tail. Now I ran out of this yarn. I found this color seemed to match, but I could not match that. It's like a green blue. I couldn't match it, so I'm kind of bummed this blue didn't match, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back. It's still fun. So then Eleni's cat was, I only had the body done and half of the head. Well, I just, and so, but I finished her cat. So I had to do the 2 arms, the legs, finish the head, do the ears, do the face, and, that's fun fur. I had this by. So I finished the cat, Eleni's cat, and I gave it a fun tail. So that was all the rest of this yarn that I had, but it worked out really, really well. This one, actually, I had to use some of the cream for the ears because I, ran out of all of it. They turned out, even though these are both Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn in print, this one's bigger than this one. This was a thinner yarn. I don't remember what I used. It's been such a long time ago, but I'm really, really excited that I got their cats done because I'm going to go visit them. And I started them when I visited them like 6-7 months ago. So I got that done. Another finished object was I was making except for I have two threads to weave in. I'm making this for a friend. It is my dog pattern. I wish I would have got him down, Mr. Barksalot. Now, I wish I would have done these eyes in the pattern. I did a different, almost like a teardroppy kind of underneath the eye, but I do prefer these eyes so much better. Now, I'm gonna tack these ears down so they're like this. I'm just not done. I'm just not done with him yet. I thought I was done. He's mostly done. So I put fabric on the inside, hand sewed it. I prefer these eyes as opposed to, you can't really see it, but the teardroppy thing. I use, this is tweed yarn from Michael's. I don't have the ball band. So I just need to finish the ears. The reason why I haven't is I missed a stitch right here. See how this is flat right here? This one I'm gonna glue gun it down flat, and so then when I do them like this, the ears up and like that, because I want you to be able to see the fabric. So anywho, this is I'm gonna call him a frog. This is the dog that I finished mostly. I'm gonna call him an FO because I won't show him again. So I just got the ears to tweak up. And then, so during this time, so what I do in my, so I have a cat, a dog, I have the frog, a gnome, and a unicorn that I've designed, and I take that body and I create different animals. So I actually designed, and I added a few rows to the body, but I designed a bear. Isn't he cute? My line is still here for the pattern. I do have a second one that I'm working on for the pattern, but I put it down weeks ago. This pattern probably won't get worked on until I get home. The pattern's probably 75, and it's all written up. I think the written part's good. I'm in the process of making another one and taking pictures, but he's got claws. I can't remember even the name. I have a name for him and I can't remember the bear name. So this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed designing him. And since I have to go to Georgia, he probably won't be ready until I get back. So probably 2 months, I would say, unfortunately. But anywho, that was a lot of fun. My last finished object, and I just recently finished this one. This is one that I had to force. I got this tweed yarn from a yarny friend named Lee. Hi, Lee! And I had wanted to make from this book, Cutest Crochet Creations, I wanted to make the squirrel. I wanted to make the squirrel for the longest time. And I wanted to use this for the tail. And so I finished him. Look at this squirrel. Look at that tail. Oh my gosh, I used a YouTube tutorial and she shows you how to carry the yarn. Now I made a mistake. So I used this, and I used a really thin yarn, and when I do it, use it again, I would probably use a DK. It was way too hard, so I stopped it and finished it like that, kind of like the pattern has you do. I didn't go as wide as the pattern. Mine's probably a bit longer, but look at that. I didn't have to brush it out, nothing. That's how it came out. Isn't that gorgeous? So I can't wait to work more with that yarn and maybe someday get some fun colors. I did adjust the ears a little bit because I didn't like the way they looked. You know, the face is different. But yeah, I really enjoyed the tail. not the process of using this, but I think it's all a learning curve. I am sure I can get better and better and better at it. So I'm very excited because it feels amazing. I mean, look at that. No brushing or nothing. So, so that's it for my, oh no, I have another set of finished objects. I like Jada and Stitches. She has a flying disc. It's a Frisbee crocheted one. And I'm going to give these to a lady at church who does like gift bags for people for various reasons. And so I made some when I just couldn't crochet at all. I needed something simple. I made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these using cotton yarn that my friend Tara Lynn, hi Tara Lynn, she gave me. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun making these. These were simple and easy, and they work really, really well. My grandkids just absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. I have a lot of whips that I have started and put down, and I think I'm gonna have to save that for a different episode or a vlog, because I think that's a lot. That's all. I have some fun ones that I started and I shouldn't have put down, but it's really hard. It's hard, guys, when you're sick and then you put it down. It's hard to go back into doing another one. There's this robot my son wanted designed. So I'll save that for a different day. There was stuff that I bought that I wanted to tell you guys about. I got some safety eyes off of AliExpress, and I wanted to give you my opinion and my thoughts on that. So hopefully I'll be able to pump out some more vlogs now that this flare is gone, and I hope and pray I don't go into another severe flare. So that's it for now. I love you guys. I really do. I'm so sorry that I couldn't get on here. I was truly just surviving being alive, truly. And so I hope that you'll forgive me. I hope that you'll continue watching and give me a comment. And I just really, really appreciate you. And I think that's it for now. I better get going so I can get this up. I'm so glad, before I go, I'm so glad I did this. I was struggling to do a vlog because it has been so long. It's hard to get back into that swing of things. And this has helped. It's helped chatting with you. I think the more I do them, it's going to do my heart so good because I've been a little down in the dumps. So that's it for now. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.